You are listening to the decision reel.
All right, final decisions out of 10, and would we recommend it?
Oh, 2.
And were we entertained? Okay, she's right off the bat. Tara, 2 out of 10.
2. Maybe 3.
Maybe.
Because there were times that I laughed. I don't think I was supposed to laugh. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell what they were going for with this.
Same.
But I did laugh a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So I would give it. Yeah.
But I think the last were more like, what the fuck just happened?
Some of them
Kinda
were.
laugh.
Some of them were, but some like the bike thing. Like I out loud laughed at that.
I giggled.
Yeah.
And so there were some things where I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like
They wasted so much toilet paper in that scene.
oh my God. And that was
All
right
the
after the
people covered in
pandemic.
toilet-
You fucking guys knew we
Oh my
were
God.
on a
Oh my
shortage.
God.
They
that's
did it
where
on
the
purpose.
toilet paper went.
They did it
That's
on purpose.
why.
Oh my God, that's where all the toilet paper went during the pandemic.
We need to make this movie with
Nick
Nicolas
Cage, you
right?
owe us.
You son of a bitch.
My ass suffers.
Wally, what are you giving this out of 10?
This is my lowest score. My lowest score is I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
3.8.
Always with the points.
3.8.
Explain yourself.
Well, the reason I put points is so
Oh, I point too.
accountable later on in life.
This fucking guy.
When I have to pick something else that's worse or better, the points
do
gives
the
me leeway.
points.
It gives me leeway.
Gives me leeway.
Yeah.
Something's
That's
just
smart.
a little
That's
bit
But you
better.
asked me to explain
Good
why
thinking.
this movie is low, but I
Right,
give it a
right.
3.8. Dude, I'm entertained by things that are so ridiculous. I was in it. Like, and the whole time I was like, why did this just happen? Why is this happening? And why is this happening? Because that just happened.
Yeah, and
Like, the whole movie.
It was just all over the place.
It
to
felt like
me.
there wasn't a lot of rhyme or reason in
This
a lot
movie
of
was
the stuff.
amazing. Just for that fucking fact that there's no rhyme or reason to
In
the
like a
majority of
dumbass
it.
way.
It was ridiculous is
And
the
that I
best
could
word I
rent
can
it
think.
everywhere.
Ridiculous.
It's an anomaly.
Is what I kept saying when people were at like if someone were to ask me, I'd be like, it's so obscenely ridiculous. Like I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but it's just ridiculous.
I would say it's so bad it tries to be good and fails.
Let me write
like
this down.
Do you
like
think
you think
they
they're meant
knew
to
it was
be.
bad?
They're trying to be.
There's no way
but
they came together and said, we're going to make this movie and it's going to be great. And then at the end of the day, they went, oh, we got
we
a
did
fucking
it. We
winner.
nailed it.
Right. No, I think they knew they were making shit with barely a budget. They had Nicolas Cage and they went, that's the only thing we got. Let's fucking steer into that.
I bet you most of the
Let's-
stuff in this movie was one take.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
His
Like,
testicle blowing off and him going, my testicles, like, come on, or sorry, testicles or whatever.
yeah, one take.
One take. It's in the bag. Let's go. We don't have the time, right?
And I bet a lot of time
How
after
many
they would
points
cut,
did
they
he
would
say?
just laugh.
3.8.
3.8.
I'm giving this movie.
He had what?
Go through, sorry.
I'm giving it a 2. 2 out of 10. I thought long and hard about this, and I just, I look, I don't want to hate on movies because I know a lot of people put a lot of, blood, sweat, and
Did
tears
they?
into stuff.
Did they this one though? I'm not sure they did.
The visuals of the movie were actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like it had,
don't.
it
I
had.
don't.
You don't think so?
The scene you talked about where he stabbed him when he was in the light,
Mhm.
he stabbed him on the right side. The blood came out the left.
Well, I mean,
I
if you're
remember- I was
stabbing
gonna say
through
the
the
same
neck,
thing.
it's
He
going
went
to come out.
straight down.
Yeah,
It came out
like,
Okay,
his chest.
you're absolutely right. But the idea of it, I was like, lean into that. I want to see maybe more over the top gore or over the top like Kill Bill style blood spray, right? But they didn't have that. It was like one take of that. I'm like, all right, I don't know. It's like the movie didn't have one specific idea of what it tried to be or what it wanted to be. It was a bunch of things together with Nick Cage going, I'm here. What are we doing? 2 out of 10.
I really wanted Hero,
Is that Steve's
the
lowest score?
song, to play over
0.8 is my lowest score,
over the
which is the
credits.
best.
Oh.
Like I
So
really
you said
felt
you'd
it like
watch
that's
The Pest over this, but you give The Pest a worse score than this movie?
Correct.
Okay.
The Pest is
what makes sense, but
rewatchable
okay.
compared to this, but it's a worse movie. Again, I'm giving this a 2 because visually it looks all right.
you wouldn't put yourself through it again.
Nick Cage is in it. I wouldn't put myself through it again, but the movie to me is just better produced.
I guess I need to see The Pest to understand.
Mm-mm.
Would you tell someone to watch this because of how bad it is? Because I feel like I would. But I would not tell someone to watch
You would
The
do it
Pest
in
because
That-
how bad The
Dick,
Pest
that's
is.
what I was
you
gonna
should watch
say.
this movie. It's a good movie.
That's what I was
Or
gonna
it's
say.
like, it's a decent
When
movie.
you get to the question where you
Yeah.
ask us if we would recommend it, that was going to be my answer. I was going to recommend it because it's one of those things where it's like you have to see it
to
to understand what what I'm saying.
You have to see it to experience it. to fucking
It's
go.
so
"Why?"
ridiculous. You have to watch it.
See, I would be the opposite. If somebody's like, "Hey, man, you heard this movie?" I'd be like, "Don't watch it." Why?
Do not
Don't-
watch it.
don't
No,
watch
there
it.
are
That's
lots of
what I would
movies that
do,
I
too.
have said that to. This one, I would still say watch it because I would want them to experience
Maybe after
what I
like, you know what?
experienced.
Go ahead and watch it.
If they press me on it, then I'd say, "Yeah, go fucking watch."
Yeah.
That hour and 45 minutes is your own. Do what you want
Like,
with
I-
it.
Have fun.
Watch something else.
Like
so
I have
much.
told multiple people who haven't seen
Make
The
sure your
Happening to
phone's
not see The
charged.
Happening.
I'd rather watch The Happening 5 times before
The
watching this
Happening?
again.
Is that
A
where
lot
that
better than
lawnmower
Terrible.
goes over the
But
dude?
It's better than
That's
that.
a Marky
That,
Mark?
that, that's
Yeah.
where the wind kills people.
The plants.
Sorry, the plants in the wind kill people.
Plants are killing people. And
Because-
it was
What's The Happening?
really
Is that it?
dumb.
It's Marky Mark's in it. He's
It's
a teacher.
Marky Mark
Hey,
and
okay, okay.
Zoe Deschanel.
so how do you mother for me? Randy, what do you give it?
2.5.
2.5.
And this fucking movie sucked. I'm gonna just keep saying that.
You're right.
I don't.
I'm gonna go home and
The
watch it
only
again.
there was like.
No, you're
I'm
not.
just. What did you say?
I'm gonna go and watch it again.
Well, maybe for the movie, the one movie.
Yeah, well, you only need to watch
that's not worth it.
You only
It
have to
ain't
watch
worth
a
it.
few minutes for that.
Yeah, so
That
that's
ain't
fine.
worth it.
You've already paid for it, so just
Like the bike scene, that was funny. Him getting in the car and immediately crashing, that was all right.
No,
But there
that was
wasn't
funny.
like. This,
that's it. Those 2 minutes.
yeah,
of
there's
the movie.
nothing to be like. You should watch this fucking movie about. Would I
I-
recommend it? Absolutely fucking not.
Yeah, no.
Even when they're talking to
ask me
him,
about it.
it like after they've walked him out of the jail, and all of these people are just watching them have that conversation. And every time they show the crowd, you notice different types of people. Like there's so many random types of individuals that are just standing around.
If somebody made a clip of the best parts of this movie, which would culminate to be 1 minute and 30
Like, I was
seconds,
gonna say less than 5 minutes.
that's what you need to watch. The part where like he takes his pants off and the
trailer.
girl's like drawing him and goes, "Oh no, let me
no."
erase
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
part."
I mean, that was a
I
little
laughed.
funny too.
I
yeah.
chuckled.
I was expecting to see a drawing of his pee-pee though.
I was too, and
Yeah.
I wanted it to be like,
Yeah, that's what I
You know,
wanted to.
that's what I wanted to see. Also, like, I mean, him getting his testicle blown off was hilarious.
His reaction was funny. I
And
think
then-
not.
Yeah, and then when he was like standing
Right,
on the
but-
thing and yelling about it, that was funny. The fucking bike scene was funny where he gets out of the car and he's like, "I'm gonna take a bike instead." And
I,
then he's like,
I
"Nah,
love how
I'm
he
not taking it."
ran out of the car too.
And everybody's
Literally,
and it's
yeah.
just silence. Everybody's just like,
Like what the
what is
fuck?
he doing? Like,
See, this is
Also,
what I'm
that
saying.
was really
who
funny.
designed that suit? Because that's like a specific amount of like instruction of, all right, you got 5 days, or no, you had
3
three
days.
three
Why was-
days.
it drove me nuts that there were 5 lights, but only 3 were lit
Oh,
because
yeah.
you only
You
got
get
3.
2 more, so it just lit two
Two
in one
more
again.
up,
Why
yeah.
did
Like,
you
what the
make
fuck?
it
Spit
be
right
5 days if you weren't
spit on
gonna
me?
give
Like, went
5,
right by you.
5 days?
Right. It was just, I don't know, like whoever designed that, good for
Well,
you. That's good engineering.
Maybe
I
they wanted to
guess.
give him 5 days.
Also,
But they didn't.
I think that's what he was about to say.
if I was
That's what I
Nicolas
about to say.
Cage,
They were going to give him 5 days, but they only gave him 3 initially. Is why only 3 were lit up, which is confusing and stupid. But
right, it
like,
should
no,
have
three.
shown
You get-
none and then lit up
State
3.
your
These
name.
these are 24-hour periods, so you have 3 days. Why did he explain it that way? Just say that these are 3 days. Each one of these is a day.
What really drove
Each
me
one of
mad
these
was
for 24 hours.
Nicolas Cage puts the suit on, and the guy goes, "Why don't you zip it on up and get all nice and whatever?" I'm like, "Of course it's gonna engage when you do that, you fucking idiot! What are you doing?" Obviously, there's a bunch of guns pointed at him too, right? So it's like he's got no other
Should probably
choice.
zip it up, dude.
But
how this should have ended, Steve, right? Is it should have ended with that suit still being activated, and then
just
I
rips
know
it
it's
off
supposed to
and
be for a
throws it at
chick.
everybody.
It's supposed to be for a chick that it goes off if he gets too feisty.
Yeah.
But it should have been for the governor, and he should have fucking did all that shit to the governor and blown up with him at the same time when
Yeah.
he made the movie. I'm
Well,
messing
we're
it
not
up.
even talking. We haven't really even talked about the fact that this somehow this suit knows when he's like trying to hit a
Agitated.
woman
When
or
he's agitated.
trying to like
Yeah.
have
He's
sex
getting
with a woman.
aroused.
Right, because he's like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and then it fucking blows his
That feels
testicle
like
off.
a
But
culture
it's-
thing.
but
It
it's
feels
funny
like a
because-
culture thing for me, like a culture-esque
It also
thing that they would have added in.
it is weird though because it happens when he gets angry, and it's not just to women because it happened when he was addressing
Right.
multiple people and he was getting angry. You could hear it start beeping, and he was like, "Okay," and he like
I
maybe
guess
I
his heart
missed
rate
that
goes
part.
up. I don't know.
How did it decide where it was going to blow up?
Right. You give
Like
me all
why
these.
that arm?
Ah, fucking-
Why did that arm blow up
Maybe
while
that
he
was
was
the arm he
yelling?
I
was
get
using.
really angry with the governor's face on my balls, and just hope that blew up while he was down there.
I like
hope
when
it
she was
blows
saying
up.
her name into the thing, and she was like, "I She was like yelling at it.
It's Bernice.
Bernice.
It's Bernice.
Yeah, at first it was, yeah.
Bernice.
Like yelling.
I'm Bernice.
I don't know. Fuck this movie. So.